It's not. You don't think it's that deep?
No, 7 miles.
7 miles, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, the Titanic is about 2.5 miles deep, and that's
Is
on the
it?
base of the floor, base of the sea there. And I always was under the impression that was about as deep as it goes, as the sea goes. But no, it's one or two of these trenches, so called, are much deeper.
All right.
What's the longest river in the world? Go back to a bit of a quiz.
Oh, Mississippi.
No, it's the River Nile,
Is
which
it?
is 6,800 meters in length. And its water resources are shared by 11 different countries, which is quite something. When,
Wow.
when I went to when I went to Las Vegas earlier this year, I also visited the Hoover Dam, which is partly in half of it is in Nevada, which is where Vegas is, and the other half, and you can stand astride the line, is in Arizona. So half of me was in Arizona, half of me was in Nevada. But in fact, Vegas, as you probably know, is in a desert. It's a complete desert. It's around the town, the city of Vegas is surrounded by desert. Obviously, it's grown outwards. Lots of people live there. And of course, they got the famous strip, an incredible place. But they're only there because the Hoover Dam was built it was completed, I think, in the 1930s.
Mm.
And it irrigates places all around in Arizona and Nevada. And in fact, of the water that is available to to Las Vegas, they use a pretty small percentage, like something like 18% of the water that is available to them from that dam. It's quite incredible, really. I mean, it's interesting as well because you can see the water level at the dam itself, the most amazing structure that humans have ever built, really. And you can see what it was when it was built sort of 100 years ago and what it is now. And that level has gone down significantly, still more than enough for the surrounding states and so on who benefit from it. But
Mm.
yeah, water does seem to be diminishing, at least in terms of rainfall, perhaps. But yeah, so that's irrigation, isn't it? And as in the question, I forget what the question was now that I asked you. Oh no, it was the River Nile. It says that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That it gives water to many states around it. Okay, that was that one then. True or false? Pineapples take 2 years to grow.
Uh, False.
No, it's true.
Is it
It's
two
quite a long
years?
time, isn't it? 2 years to grow. Yeah. Now, did you know this? I'll give you this as a fact.
Right.
Acacia trees, don't ask me what an acacia tree is, but in Africa, communicate with each other. They emit gases to alert other trees to produce the toxin tannin, which protects them from hungry animals. Now, that's
Mm.
quite remarkable, isn't it, really? And
Yeah.
and there are those people who think trees, plants are alive. I mean, I think King Charles, when he was Prince Charles, used to have a bit of an eccentric reputation that he used to talk to his plants. And some people do that, we know that, because they
Mm.
believe that there is a level of consciousness. But it is remarkable that some trees in Africa communicate with each other. When there are hungry animals about, they emit a toxin. A toxin, obviously something poisonous, but tannin, I might also add, we find in tea. So we can tolerate a degree of tannin for some reason. Armadillos are bulletproof. True or false?
Armadillos are not bulletproof. False. Armadillos are not bulletproof. False.
Well, they are, and you think they got a very tough hide, haven't they? A very tough outer skin, if that's the word. But
Are
that is true.
armadillos are bulletproof?
They are bulletproof.
So if you
But it's
shoot
not
one,
suggested you. It's not suggested that you try and test that. Don't go and try and shoot one, whatever you do. Okay. Do you think Niagara Falls ever freezes?
No.
You're right, it doesn't. I feel sure I've seen photographs of perhaps it was some other falls, but where it's solid ice. So I don't quite. But yeah, Niagara Falls doesn't. Now this is quite incredible. Talking about the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. You can think of those great big three pyramids, and when they were built, I think probably built 3 to 5 thousand years ago, possibly more. How much would you think each of the limestone or granite blocks weighs? Now, those pyramids are made up of all these individual blocks. I'll tell you how many there are in a minute. Well, let me tell you now. In that particular one, the Great Pyramid of Giza, there are 2.3 million blocks. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Now, what do you think each of those blocks weighs? Hazard a guess.
You know, last time I guessed the weight, you was laughing your head up. So I'm very careful now. Well,
have a go. Go on, give us a laugh.
All right, I'm thinking 50 pounds in weight.
50 pounds. As I say, there's 2.3 million of them.
Yeah.
It was built thousands of years ago, so they didn't have the technology that we have at all. They didn't have these massive cranes, did they? Each of those blocks, you said 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Each block weighs 2.5 tons.
I was gonna say that.
But I'm not going to laugh, because how the heck did they build that? What? And it's sometimes been suggested, as far as the pyramids are concerned, that maybe aliens were somehow involved, because how could they possibly have hoisted, I don't know what the word is, lifted, hoisted, those blocks all the way up as it went up on the pyramid?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all we've got time for now, isn't it? So we'll continue these next week. I've got quite a backlog of still to ask you, Cuz. So well done for what you've answered today anyway.
That's good. Yeah. Right. So thank you for joining us and watching and listening to the Alien Spaceship. This is all we've got time for. I've been Emmy Hikins, and he calls me Cuz.
And I'm Trevor Gear, and he calls me Bruv.
Join us again same time next week for more quizzes.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Goodbye from me. Goodbye.